Hello, this is Leech83, how we doing? Welcome to this new introduction to a new career mode on the channel, which is the AC Milan Glory Days career, where we are going to try and take AC Milan back to being a European power once again. Obviously 7 times winners of the European Cup / Champions League previously, 18 times winner of the Serie A, and to be honest with you, at the moment they're a kind of shadow of their former self. They're sitting third at the moment in the Serie A, which isn't too bad, but they could obviously be doing a whole lot better. So we're about to start our new career with them. I'm not turning on any of the increases, so we're not taking the extra budget, and we'll not turn over the global scout. We'll just turn that off and we will get into our new career. So let's have a little look. Get to Italy, went a long way around but it doesn't matter, and we'll get to Milan. Okay, so domestic success is a high priority, as is the continental success. Brand exposure is critical, and the financial and youth development are both medium. They've got a transfer budget of around about 37.8 million and a club net worth of 532 million, almost 533 million. They play obviously at the San Siro and they're a 4.5 star team. So still pretty quite a lot of clout about the team, but we just need to obviously get them back to being at that stage that they were a few years ago, because as I say, at the moment kind of flattering to kind of reach those heights, so that's where we want to get to, hence why we're calling the career Glory Days. Okay, so match difficulty, we'll keep it at world class, 6 minutes half, that's perfectly fine, and we've got sterling as our currency. Latest squads, and we'll turn on the European competition even though we're not in Europe. But we will just turn it on with the seeded teams, and we will just continue with that. I know we've not qualified for any European competition this season, so that's perfectly fine. It will obviously be our main goal, probably not in the first year obviously, but the second year is to have a go at the Champions League, but the first year is just to make sure we finish the league in a high enough place. So let's get the career loaded up, we'll come back with the pre-season invites, and then we'll see what the board want us to do. Okay, so here we are ready for our pre-season tournament invite then. We'll see what's on offer to us. Okay, so there's a tournament in Colombia worth 7.4 million of potential prize money, 7.2 million for going to Mexico, and 8.2 million for playing in France. The France one's against, is that, can't remember that name of that Spanish team, is it Villarreal? I think it's Villarreal. Probably not. Zenit was Petersburg, Benfica, Olympic Lyon, Hoffenheim, FC Porto and Nice. So that's quite a tasty tournament with a tasty prize pool as well. So the European International Cup will be our pre-season tournament. Now into the actual career, then we'll be able to find out exactly what the board have put on us and what they want us to do, and we'll get into our office and find out what's going on. Okay, so let's go down the bottom. We've got a couple of, I've got the scout introducing himself, and obviously the assistant manager telling us about our first scout report as well. That's fine. The board's vision and expectations. We're delighted to have you on board, looking forward to seeing you succeed at the club, blah blah blah. So the main focus for us is, given Milan's identity, is the long-term plans is to see these areas we're going to focus on. So brand exposure, expanding the brand and popularity of the club. They want us to obviously do well in the domestic success. We want to do continental success as well. Right, where is the actual thing where you can go in and find out? Right, okay, come out of that and into board expectations. That's what we want to do. Okay, so objectives overview. So within 4 seasons in the Champions Cup, reach the semi-final. Okay, that's, well, I'd like to get that before 4 seasons, but it will definitely take us 2 seasons because the first one we're not in it. So once we qualify for it, we'll definitely have an attack at it, that's for sure. Then for youth development, we in 2 seasons have at least 1 player from the youth academy signed into the first season. Have at least 1 player from the youth academy signed in the first season play at least 50% of the games in the next season. Alright, okay. Alright, so sign somebody and then use them in the second season. Okay, right, it's fine. Brand exposure. Excuse me, this is critical. Brand exposure is to gain 38.25 million earnings from shirt sales within a season. That's a fucking shit ton. And sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to a forward position. Okay, we've already got Carlos Bacca, but I don't know who else we could bring. We need to try and look at the team and find out what's going on. Okay, financially, within 3 seasons, increase the club's worth by 20%, and domestically is to get to the quarter-final of the Coppa Nazionale or the Coppa d'Italia, and then to reach the Champions Cup place of the Calcio A, which I believe is 3rd place or 2nd. So, but we want to win it. We want to win the league. That's going to be our main goal. Short term is to qualify for the Champions Cup. Long term is to, as I say, get to the semi-final. But that's obviously what we are planning to do anyway. Hence the title, Glory Days. That's what it's all about. Okay, so let's get into the important matters. How much money do we have? Well, we've got 37.8 million left to spend. With a healthy wage budget, I'll probably need to move that around so we can get enough of a wage budget to bring players in. So we'll probably take it down a little bit. Probably around 30 million. Yeah, keep it at that there. Keep it at that. Okay, so around 30 million, that'll be fine. Okay, so let's have a little look at the overall squad then. Where is the squad? Here we are. Okay. So we've got Gianluigi Donnarumma as our goalkeeper, 76 rated. He's only 17 years old, but he's already worth 6 million. An exciting prospect indeed. We've got Ignacio Abate, 29 years old, right back. He's pretty decent, plenty of pace about him as well, so we'll keep a hold of him. We've got Gabriel Paletta, a centre back. He's 30 years old. Maybe look for somebody else to come in, but I do believe we've still got Zapata at the club, so we might use him instead. We've got Roba Ganoli as another centre back. He's only 21, heavily linked with Chelsea during the summer transfer window, so we'll try and keep a hold of him if we can. We've got Mattia De Siglo at left back, only 23 years old, and again plenty of potential in him as well, so we'll try and keep a hold of him. Ricardo Montalivo, 78 rated, he's 31 years old, on the decline now. I might try and replace him if we can. We've then got Kucha, another centre mid, 29 years old he is. Don't know too much about him, but we will have a little look at him anyway. Let's have a little look. So he's not too pacey, but decent strength, 90 strength is pretty strong. Decent mental attributes is all pretty good, and decent ball control, shot power of 85, that's not too shabby at all. Any other high greens? Not just that. So he's got a 3-star weak foot, 2-star skill moves. If he had a 5-star weak foot, it'd be absolutely perfect. Medium high work rates, so he's more focused on the defensive side, but he's not too shabby, that's for sure. We've got Bonaventura, he can play out in the left, and I believe he can also play through the middle. Also, let's just have a little look at him. Yeah, he can play left mid or centre mid. Only 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot, but he's not too bad at only 26 years old. A couple of decent greens within his stats as well, which is pretty good overall. Overall, not too bad. We've got Suso, 78 rated right winger, only 22 years old, but already worth 10 million, that's quite decent. We've got Carlos Bacca, obviously 84 rated, worth 24 million pounds, and again, he's a solid striker. He's got plenty of pace, plenty of strength. Well, strength is only 76, but he actually feels stronger than that in game when I've used him in Ultimate Team. 85 sprint speed and 85 acceleration. Decent attacking position stats as well. Finishing is strong, and generally all round quite a decent player. However, again, the weak foot kind of lets him down. Only a 2-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, and I can't really say too much else about him. He's okay. We've got Niang, he's quite solid, very pacey as well. He's quite fast, 92 sprint speed, 85 acceleration. Can't really say much wrong about Niang. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, he'll be decent, that's for sure. Kazuki Honda, 30 years old now. I thought he was actually older than that. He seems like he's been playing forever. 80 rated still, which is not too bad. We've got Luis Adriano, the Brazilian man who was signed from Shakhtar Donetsk. He's 29 years old, and again, he's got decent potential on him as well. I actually thought his stats were a wee bit higher than that, but that's not too bad. 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. So we've still got some decent players round about the club. A few areas that we could definitely improve in, that's for sure. Yeah, Christian Zapata there, that's ideal. 86 strength, 82 jumping. I believe his heading's pretty decent as well, if I can find that stat. His marking's 84, standing tackle's 82. Where the hell is heading? Where the fuck is heading accuracy is 76, actually I thought it was more than that. but that's not too bad. He's still a decent centre half, that's for sure, to have him in the team. So the team usually lines up as a 4-3-3 all round. It's not too bad a squad. I think I'd probably like to have a wee bit more depth in the midfield. Somebody with a more attacking eye would be absolutely perfect for us. Maybe another option out in the right wing, somebody with a wee bit more flair about them. Although Soso has got 4-star skills, which ain't too bad. But if we can maybe get somebody else out there to back him up, that'd be pretty decent. And generally all round the team seems quite solid. Not too bad a team all round. So we do have quite a bit of money to spend, around about 30 million or so. And as I say, the team doesn't need too much fixing with it. So what I'll do now is I'll end this episode here. This is obviously just an introduction, but I will open it up to your suggestions. So if you can suggest anybody for the team for us, realistic people who are going to improve the team, so somebody who's going to be like a solid midfielder, maybe like 82, 83 rated, higher than that, that'd be absolutely perfect. And obviously a right winger and maybe another striker as well, that'd be absolutely superb. You can let me know your suggestions down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this career mode, how you think we're going to go, and obviously your support is greatly appreciated. I will catch you in the next one. As always, take it easy.